Alright, let me start off this review by saying that this Prince of Persia game is bad. It's not complete garbage, but when a game which focuses on gameplay has absolutely no difficulty or challenge at all, what's the point of even playing it? You play as the same old, arrogant, lovable prince, who whilst looking for his donkey runs into a princess named Elika, and the two of them eventually get caught up trying to fight off the evil god Ahriman, the same dude from Kohan Ahriman's Gift. The characterization and writing is particularly well done, and the story itself seems pretty well done, but it's not enough to keep the player motivated throughout the whole game.
Lara! Lara! Hi. I told you she didn't come this way.
Come on.
Hey, at least tell me your name!
The gameplay itself feels like a worse version of the Sands of Time. For the platforming, the controls feel a little looser, and one button acts as both jump and wall run, which makes it feel less responsive. And despite the great looking levels, the level design itself is pretty lame.
Let me guess. He's standing on the fertile ground?
Yes.
This place is coming down!
He's blocking us!
The combat isn't great. Attacking is extremely simple and it feels very unresponsive, particularly when you have your enemy up against a wall and the prince automatically throws the enemy behind him after doing a basic attack. The combat also features quick time events which wouldn't be so out of place if it didn't prompt you for coloured circles when it wants you to press a button on the keyboard. I assume this would work okay with an Xbox 360 controller, but I use a different branded controller. Prince of Persia is a very lazy PC port. So the gameplay is fairly average, but even if it was decent, it wouldn't matter because you can't die. I was so bored in this game that I actually tried to die multiple times and the game wouldn't let me. You're now watching some gameplay of me trying to let this enemy kill me, until I get bored and kill him. Every time you should die in Prince of Persia, Elika saves you. This is supposedly the way that Prince of Persia replaces the traditional checkpoint. But when you die, you reappear in exactly the same place with no punishment besides the enemy regaining health when in combat, and there's no limitations to it at all. If you can think back to the Sands of Time, you'll remember that you could reverse time whenever you died, but at least you had a limited amount of sand tanks. I thought that the Sands of Time was perhaps slightly easier than it should have been. While the level design was extremely good, it had some good puzzles, the story kept you playing, and the combat was very fluid. I can't say any of those things about this Prince of Persia game. The one nice thing about this game is its visuals. As you can see, it definitely looks unique, and it's fairly colourful and well designed. The animations are fairly nice, and it definitely looks a lot better than it plays. If you're one of those rare breed of creatures who only care about aesthetics in their games, then I guess this one's for you, otherwise avoid it. Go play the Sands of Time again. Prince of Persia was released in 2008 for the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3 and the PC. I reviewed it on the PC.